Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody has had a good day wherever you guys are at in the world. God bless you and peace be with you. If you guys could like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps the platform. We are working to getting this platform monetized. Once it's monetized, I will be able to then answer personal questions for $20 super chat. I can answer your guys' questions. Okay, so we're just waiting for that. While we wait, we pray that God please intervene and make that happen a little bit faster, but I'm good with it happening on your time, God. I love you. I love you. I love you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So until then, I will be doing readings for the collective as I always do. Okay. This channel's, I have another platform that's called Astraea Love, ASTRAEALOVE. On that platform, I can accept super chats. So if you have questions, you can go over there and subscribe. Okay. And tap the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. I do have a PayPal link in the description box below. If you guys want to send me a $20 donation through that, I can accept that. Other than that, I'm kind of tied to just being able to do the readings for the collective, which means I'm reading for all signs, all people, anybody that comes across this message, okay? These readings are to help you with your discernment. They are to give you confirmation, okay, and affirm what you already know, what you're feeling, what you're picking up on, to unveil things that need to be healed, and to help you work through that type of stuff, okay? Now, I'm not a psychologist or a doctor or anything, but, you know, I do get divine information, and I am here to be of assistance. So that's the process. That's what these readings are for, to help you guys use your discernment so that you can move through life a little bit easier. Oh, thank you. Blessings to you guys as well. Okay, so we're going to jump into, oh, also, I do have 2 books that I'll be talking about at the end of the reading. The first book, so I'm going to read the back of these books. And again, this first book, I'll read the back of it. If you're interested in it, stay till the end, because I'll do an in-depth talk about the actual techniques from this book. So this is The Truth of God. It is an advanced intuitive living workbook, and it's written by Michael Steadman, who's a doctor of divinity. So I've been using the techniques in this book for about 10 years with success. So I'm going to read the back of it. If you're interested in hearing about those techniques, at the end of the reading, I will speak about them. So the truth of God is an evolutionary encounter with that which we know as God, gaining new perspective into who we are and from where we came. First, the journey to God takes you to the realm where it all began, making many discoveries along the way. Next, the story of God explains what has seemed to be indescribable creation and the path that led to what we perceive to be reality. Last, in the spiritual workbook, Michael gives us information and techniques that will allow us to free ourselves from those ideas and emotions that are hindering our spiritual progress, and methods to open up the channel between the conscious mind that we are aware of and the inner consciousness that many are becoming aware of. Okay, so that's the first book that's in the description box below. The second book is the book that I've written, and it is called Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And I have also linked, if this book is for those of you that want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others. If you're interested, stay till the end. I will be explaining how the tarot works, and I'll be actually using the book, okay? So I'll do an in-depth talk about it at the end. But this is the original Rider Waite. If you learn the interpretations from these cards, you can go to any specialty deck, like this Thoth deck. And when they give you the abstract picture that has nothing to do with the card, you will be able to, you'll know what the actual meaning of the card is, right? So this is the original. Now people have been asking me, oh, can I use oracle cards with this book? I would say try it out. I have not personally ever tried to use oracle cards with it because it's written off of the tarot system. But if you guys end up doing that and it works, let me know. Okay. It'll broaden my Well, I wrote this with the intention of tarot being in mind. So I'm going to read the back of it. So this book was inspired by the Ars Goetia spirit known as Vassago. He has assisted me in designing the different tarot card spreads in this book so that they cater to your personal experience. I, for one, know how difficult it can be to read for yourself due to our personal attachment to the outcome. This book will assist you in getting past that blockage and obtaining the spiritual truth that will set you in on your divine life purpose, aka spiritual path. This book of never before created major arcana spreads references the standard Rider Waite. This is called the quick and easy Rider Waite tarot. I've got it linked in the description box below. It's got the descriptions on the cards, so you don't have to look through like a separate booklet. It just makes it so much easier. I think the only thing that this doesn't have on the card that this book will have for the cards is each of the cards in the deck will have a yes, no, maybe, cautious answer. It'll have a number association, and it'll have one or more zodiac signs. That's the only thing that's not on this card. But I do have another deck that's got that, but doesn't have, it's just, you know, they should include all of it. But anyways, it is in the book. So, okay. So back to reading the rest of this, and then we'll get into the reading. Yeah, so this has it references the standard Rider-Waite tarot deck. For all explanation, it includes spells and rituals for each of these 22 cards. The 22 cards are the major arcana cards. Those are the major transitions. That's the ones that people like the most. And again, I'll explain how tarot works at the end, but that's like the Lovers, the Justice, the World, the Sun, the Moon, the Emperor, the Empress, the Fool, the Hangman. All of those cards are major arcana cards. So different card combination descriptions are gifted from my years of practical knowledge and are included in the additional notes section in the back. And I'll explain all of that at the end of the reading. Okay, so to start this reading off, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many messages. Okay. So to start this reading off, we're going to be working with Power Thought cards from Louise Hay. Now, Louise Hay is an author and international bestseller. Her best-selling book was You Can Heal Your Life, was an inspirational teacher with more than 50 million books to print worldwide. For over 30 years, she helped people discover their full potential for personal growth and self-healing. So yeah, you can go to her website. She's no longer alive, but she was a wonderful person. LouiseHay.com, healyourlife.com, and Facebook.com Louise Hay. So at least they keep her Facebook going. That's interesting. Dear friends, these cards are an outgrowth of the affirmative sayings I used to give my clients to help them find their inner strength as they worked on issues ranging from self-esteem, raging, so rage could be relevant, from self-esteem to romance to prosperity and love. Post these cards in your home, workplace, car, or give them to friends and family. Read a different one each morning and watch your day unfold effortlessly and powerfully. Somebody is like, please let them be powerless to this. I don't know who this person is, but we're going to figure it out. So we're going to pull a few of these cards and just see what, from Louise's guidance, what comes through. I love these cards. I've actually never used this deck before. This is the first time. And I just found these. Hold on one second, you guys. So by the way, we're going to do the prayer. We're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, including our guardian angels, the archangels, and all of our spiritual team of love, highest light, and relevance and vibration. Jesus. And we just want to say thank you, God. Oh, I was just going to let you guys know that if I have to get quiet really quick, it's because somebody is being, when people say things that hurt my feelings, instead of me just like trying to put it in the back of my mind, because it's not healthy for me to do that. I have to literally stop what I'm doing. I have to write down their username and stuff like that. And then I have to report them and remove them from the channel. And then I have to rebalance my chakra system. And so if you see me closing my eyes and going in and getting really silent really quick, I apologize, but that's what I'm doing. And I need to just like put myself first. And when people hurt my feelings or they try to break me down, and take me out with their attacks and their bullying and stuff, I just have to like get myself reconnected with God. Okay. So I can deal with it. But yeah, it's just my little updating y'all. Okay. So let me get rid of this person. Okay, so sorry about that. So back to what is actually important. Okay, we're going to see what Louise Hay has to say. Okay, and then, yeah, I'm just going to go in and I don't know why that person was coming in calling me the N-word or I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, so I'm just going to clear whatever that was. And rebalance my chakras. And get rid of all thoughts and beliefs of anything remotely even like that occurring, and expectations of me expecting people to be like that. Just get rid of that. Everything else, whatever else is with it, needs to go. Okay. All right, so this first one says, I am worth loving. And I like these cards because they're two-sided. I do not have to earn love. I am lovable because I exist. Others reflect the love I have for myself. That's beautiful, you guys. See, she's so awesome. Oh my gosh, she's so freaking awesome. Oh, okay. I love life. Oh, this person that's like watering their plant. This is like literally such a child drawing right there. I could see a kid drawing that. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. Absolutely, you guys. The more that you love your life and are thankful for it, the more you're going to see good things. It's like training yourself to be in the energy of gratitude. And again, I know that things are going to come up that maybe don't feel good, but be grateful that they do come up and that they don't stay buried forever so that you can heal them, because through your self-love and your connection to your higher self, you can do anything. You can heal anything. I deserve the best and I accept the best now. I am mentally and emotionally equipped to enjoy a prosperous and loving life. It is my birthright to deserve all good. I claim my good. Yes. So remembering that you don't have to earn love. I think that's something that growing up as children, we feel like we have to earn love. And we don't. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about that, I was at a place in public earlier today, and there was these little kids, and I don't know if they were twins or whatever. They were around the same age. Anyways, they were screaming, like screaming. You know how kids have that really, really loud, sharp sound that they make that is like, give me the attention. Like, I don't know. First of all, I don't know if you guys have experienced that. I experience it quite often. But I will tell you this, I would have been slapped the F out if I did that when I was a child. My mom actually told me that, since she brought me home, I was quiet and stuff like that. But yeah. I would have been like slapped out, probably in public. Okay. Literally. And so parents can't do that stuff now because people freak out. It's not, the past, obviously. So it's like parents, and I totally get where they're coming from because they're like, my kid keeps screaming. I can't not go places. Like this is what they're thinking. Like, I bet that all these parents, they go through this. Like, they go, okay, Johnny, if you don't knock it off, I'm not taking you anywhere. Well, being realistic, parents still have to go places when they have their kids. So that's a useless threat. Okay. And then you can't be beating on your kids because that's not right either. You should communicate with them. But then they go, okay, well, I'm just going to not give it any attention. When they do it, I will ignore it, kind of like when the baby cries, you just leave it there to cry type. Because it's like, what do? You have to do something. So these are the normal responses, right? They're just like, okay, I'm going to ignore it and it's going to go away. It's going to stop. Okay. And again, I feel like the issue with this is that children, from the moment that they're born, all they can do is scream. That's all they can do is make more noises. You know what I mean? To let somebody know that there's something going on with them or that they need attention, love, milk, whatever. Okay. That's what they got. They don't have words. So it's like when you have a kid that's feeling, I don't know why they scream like that, but they scream really loud. Maybe I don't know what they're experiencing, but it's like, holy shit, it's so disruptive, right? And I just feel for these parents because I know that they are trying to, deal with things as they come. And once the child's old enough to be like, you cannot behave like that in public. You cannot scream at the top of your lungs. Okay. It scares people and it frightens people and it makes them feel not safe. You cannot be disruptive like that. If you want attention, come up and tap me on the arm. Say, mommy, don't go, ah, you know what I mean? Like, but if they're not that old, then they don't understand that. So this is why I'm just like, I try to show grace and mercy to people and I understand what they're going through. I just don't know what the answer is. You have a child I know what my parents' answer would have been to slap me the fuck out, like straight up, but I never did stuff like that in public. I turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn to love, learn, and grow. I am safe. That could be, maybe they don't feel safe. That's why they scream like that. I don't know. I honestly think that it's to get the mom's attention because the mom's usually either on her phone or maybe she's preparing food for them or whatever. Like, moms seem to be busy people. So they could be screaming for attention and they got trained to do that from the moment that they were born. But at some point you got to be like, okay, you don't have to, because I would be like, look, the attention, if you scream like that, the attention you're going to get from me is not going to be good energy. If you want attention from me, approach me in a loving way, like in a calm way. But little kids have tempers and stuff. So my willingness to forgive begins. Why did they do this in cursive? Anyways, I didn't create it, so it is what it is. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through every part of my body. I know I am worth healing. My healing is already in progress. They do get away with a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, they do. I agree with that. But it's like, because the parents are so restricted now, they literally can't do anything. Like, if somebody even threatens a child, they'll get reported. Like, it's really, I mean, Baba Yaga's gonna come get you. I mean, that would be like an old school threat that parents would use. If you don't behave, Grumpus is gonna come get you, create a boogeyman, But nowadays you can't say anything. It's like you just have to accept them behaving the way they behave, or somebody's going to try to report you for it. It's ridiculous. But nobody will ever report a kid for behaving badly, not to no authorities, okay, unless they're doing something to harm someone. But usually the parent's going to be the reason that that kid was doing that at all. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. I open new doors to life, new doors to healing. As one door opens, one door has closed, and that process will continue. If a door is closed in your face, ask why it's closed. I guarantee you're going to find out that, oh, it's probably not for your highest and best good, or there's something about it that's not in alignment with love, joy, and peace. Okay? Whether you can see that thing or not is irrelevant. It still is there, right? I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. Yeah, you guys are like literally supported. And I feel like if you're not feeling supported by God, it's because of belief that you have. I really feel like the divine's showing up for you. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. I prosper wherever I turn. Yeah, it doesn't matter what door you go down, you're going to prosper because that's your energy. You just have to know that some doors, if they could be closed in your face, could lead you not to where, like, you want to be able to fulfill your destiny in this lifetime. I think to be a satisfied, happy person, everyone's destiny is to realize that their higher self is God. Once you do that, then everything else will become super easy for you. It's like all of the other opportunities just open up at once because you now know what you need to know. You have the connection and you're ready to experience the best things. I am willing to forgive. Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the answer to almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself. I forgive and I set myself free. I am willing to forgive. Be willing to forgive because it's going to help you prosper in life. It really will. When you're at peace, when you bring peace into your relationships, into, that's what God feels like to me, is like all of the good things combined together with peace. That's what it feels like. And there's no judgment. It's just all good energy. And so that's what I believe is real. Everything else that's not like that, I don't think is real. Wow. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Each moment of the day is special to me as I follow my higher instincts and listen to my heart. I am at peace with the world and affairs. What was I just saying about being at peace? You can find peace in anything, okay? You can bring peace into it. And if there's an illusion there, the energy of God, the energy of illusions cannot exist in the same space as the energy of God. I will tell you that. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. My home is a peaceful haven. This is such a cute drawing. Confirmation. That's such a cute drawing. Finally, they stopped writing in cursive for one. Thanks. It made it easier. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying way. My creativity is always in high demand. I express my creativity. I like it. You guys could be like artists, you could be writers, you could be, or authors, I mean, you could be like dancers, actors, singers, like all of that. You could be very creative people, builders, sculptors, all that stuff. The creative field. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It is a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. Wow, I have the perfect living space. So there's 2 about your home. Maybe actually even 3. No, it's 2. Yeah, my home is a peaceful haven and I have the perfect living space. That's 2 right there about your house. Everything I touch is a success. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know that I can be as successful as I make my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Oh my gosh, I love it. Life is simple and easy. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. Did I see a CIA document being released that shows temples caverns under the Sphinx? No, but I know what's under the Sphinx. The point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today, thoughts create my future. I am in charge. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. I love that. Yeah, there used to be 2 sphinxes, but one was completely destroyed. But what's underneath them is the important stuff. It's like an access to the inner earth. And yeah, there's other stuff that's in there. It's like a tunneling system. It's literally, if you can get into under the Sphinx, you can go into the inner earth, the inside, because we're on the outside of the planet. When it talks about Adam and Eve being kicked out of the garden, that was going from the inside of the planet where they were protected, like encased in a garden, and their only job was to take care of the garden, okay, to take care of the inside. Anyways, they were kicked to the outside. That's what that means, which means that now they have to live on the outside of the planet, which, you know, it's still a blessing. It's still a part of the earth. So, okay, let's get one more of these and then we'll go into the tarot. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. Yes. I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. I am safe. It's only change. Look at that person with his bags. So look. When the changes are good, it's so much easier to go with life, right? Sometimes we perceive a change to be not good, and we just have to understand that anything that we're perceiving to not be in alignment with our highest and best good, all that is going to do is point us to what's our highest and best good. So if you can understand that concept, then you can understand why God allows lower vibrational, whatever you want to call it, devil, whatever, to exist. Because what does it do? You know, in one way or another, it turns people towards going the correct direction, which is what's in alignment with their highest and best good. And so if that helps you be less judgmental of what exists, I feel like that's a good thing. Interesting. So I feel like you guys are empowered. You're also not willing to give up or sacrifice, you know, your peace and freedom for anything. So we're going to check in with the tarot and see what's up. Let's see what's up. Come on, thing. There we go. And we're going to use the classic tarot. A little bit different than, well, it's the same thing as the Rider-Waite. It's just got a little bit less of the description. I don't know. The descriptions are a little bit different, but it's the same thing. They're just slightly different cards. Okay, so what do we need to know about the situation, about how the collective is moving forward, moving on, being at peace, loving their lives? I mean, I literally get that there's nothing that you need to fear. Let's get the likes of you guys, please, and thank you. You know what? That's really interesting. I just saw the thing about Anubis. In the other reading I just did on my other platform, somebody came in and I didn't get to read their whole comment because I'm always looking at the chat, but something came in talking about Osiris, and I'm like, isn't Osiris like Osiris is the dad of Anubis, right? So that's interesting that you're bringing that up, because they were talking about Osiris. To me, I know what that means because I know which roles I played, but well, that I can remember playing. But yeah, I do get the energy of Anubis, but I don't know if it's Anubis that's fixing your situation. It seems like more Mayat energy, like fairness. Yeah, her name's Mayat. Let me get a definition for you. Definition of the Egyptian goddess named Mayat.
The Egyptian goddess you are asking about is likely Mut, which means mother.
No, it's not. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me spell it out. Okay. Okay. So Mayat, however it's said, okay, I've heard Mayat, though, is the ancient Egyptian goddess who personifies the fundamental principles of truth, balance, order, law, morality, there may be something about that, and justice. She represents the cosmic, social, and ethical harmony that was established at the creation of the universe, and holds back the forces of chaos, which is the god named Isfet. Mayat embodies the right approach to life, serving as a foundation of Egyptian ethics, behavior, and legal systems. Her name is often translated to that which is straight, order, or correctness. She is typically depicted as a young woman wearing a single ostrich feather on her head, or sometimes as a winged woman. The feather is the hieroglyph sign for her name and represents truth. In the Hall of Two Truths, the deceased heart was weighed on a scale against Mayat's feather. If the heart balanced with the feather, the soul was considered pure and could enter the afterlife. If not, it was devoured. As a daughter of the sun god Ra, she was essential to the daily journey of the sun and maintaining the orderly, predictable cycles of the universe, such as the flooding of the Nile. Wow. The primary duty of an Egyptian pharaoh was to uphold Mayat, meaning that they had to ensure justice and order reigned throughout their kingdom, which I can't even imagine the pharaoh like being in alignment with Mayat. That's why the plagues happened to that one pharaoh. All right. So yes, I would say Anubis, Osiris, and Mayat energy. All right, so what do we need to know about the situation for the collective? I feel like things are getting better for you. You guys could be growing at this time a lot, like spiritually. You could be tapping into abilities that you didn't know you had. I feel like you guys have always had these gifts. This is not something, what you're experiencing is an expansion of what you already have. You may be thinking, oh, I got a new ability. No, you've always had it. You just either didn't use it, suppressed it, didn't understand it. Maybe you didn't have somebody to tell you, explain it to you how it works, that type of energy. And so I feel like your abilities threaten somebody else because they're just afraid of you for whatever reason. This person's not in a position of authority, so I don't feel like you have anything to be worried about, to be quite honest. My messages never come through as negative. We may talk about certain situations and people, but in relation to you guys, you just need to know that if you're doing the best that you can do and doing the right thing, and again, what we think is the right thing may not always be the right thing. That's why you use your discernment, okay? Please use your discernment throughout life. Instead of it, like, before you react to something, and again, nobody's perfect. I don't expect you guys to be masters at anything that I speak about, because I'm not. I'm still a work in progress. But when something comes up, instead of allowing it to derail you, address it head on, okay? If something hurts your feeling, acknowledge it, and then go within and heal whatever was within you that drew that situation in. If it's something else like rejection, address it head on. Don't wait 20, 30 years to deal with something, okay? Okay, let's cut the deck and we'll see what we have. But I get that you moving forward is leaving somebody else very burdened, okay? And they're uncomfortable with the concept of you being your own person. And this, whether this is a family member, a close friend, and an in-law, or whatever they are, they don't hold more power in your life than you do. You're the one. This reminds me of like school. They had a talking stick. It was a Native American stick with feathers on it and stuff. Anyways, whoever had the talking stick could talk, right? And I think it's actually a Native American practice, so I'm not for sure. But in class, if you had the talking stick, you could talk. So it would be passed around. But yeah, very, very genius thing right there with the talking stick. I will tell you that this person is wanting you to talk to you about something that you have going on with yourself that's none of their business. Queen of Cups. Okay, interesting. So maybe this person thinks that you're very like healing, compassionate, comfortable to be around, calm, nurturing, emotionally stable, intuitive, caring. You could have water in your chart. Your birth chart is what I'm talking about. But I get that this is just one, this is just one thing that you are. Just one. People don't see the entire, when they look at you, they don't see the entire picture. Because if they did, these people would already understand you, okay? Queen of Wands, but you're dealing with somebody that is like the exact opposite personality. This person could think that they're being courageous by coming up against you. I think it's foolish. This person thinks that they're better looking than you. Maybe they're really skinny or something. And they got some type of trait that they believe makes them better. This person also does something with manipulation. They've been trying to manipulate the way that you are perceived, and that's backfiring on them. Wow. 9 of Wands. This person is wounded. They're wounded. But that's not your fault. It's not like you wounded them. This person, courage into the 2 cards. So this person could think that they're being courageous by trying to block you. They're being tested by the divine. You set a boundary and this person is like, I will break through that boundary. I do not respect boundaries. Like, boundary? What do you mean you protected yourself? What do you mean you pray? Like, this person, is hilarious to me because they think that there's this person's gearing up for worse pessimism. I didn't even know that was a word. They're weary. They think that there's something that they can do to like get rid of what you do. Like it doesn't even make any sense. You're connected. You have a real connection. This person has a connection to being low vibrational. Wheel of Fortune. They're not getting your Wheel of Fortune. Like seriously. If I were this person, I would stop trying to take something from someone else. Because you have good luck, you have good looks, you have good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, a turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs. You know, I feel like God has something beautiful for you. God wants to see you prosper and do well in life. And this person is completely against that. Okay. Page of Wands. They have a child because Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. The page energies are the child energy. Inspirational ideas. This person's, they need to be concerned with their own life. I can tell you that right now. They're more concerned. They're less concerned with this child that they have. That's like a blessing to them because this child will grow up to be a better person than their mother. They're more concerned with your high priestess abilities, with you being the chosen one, than they are with their own child having what they need in life. And this person says that they're experiencing heartache and pain because of you. You didn't sleep with this person's husband, boyfriend, whatever. They also blame this child for why they're not with this child's dad. That is not okay to do. It's not the child's fault. And if this person went and got knocked up by somebody that they knew didn't want to have kids, that's on them. That's definitely not the child's fault. They're not ever going to become a more intuitive person by trying to block somebody else's intuition. Okay? And also, these people are experiencing heartache, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, and depression. I get that this could be a relationship that's ending, but it also could be a situationship that's ending. Okay? The situationship that I'm talking about is these people being involved in some type of familial, like having, like this person could be being abandoned. Okay? Both of these people could be being abandoned. But this Queen of Wands feels the need to force everything in her life, and this is why things go epically bad. They're a disappointment. She tried to force them, she probably had this child with the intention to force a man to stay with her, and that's never a baby, a chicken, an animal, a vacation, a new vehicle, a new house. None of that stuff is going to get a man to stay with you. Okay. If the man doesn't love you, let that one move on to the one that he does want to love. Like seriously, get it together, people. Stop trying to force everything. Okay. When things are right and they're in alignment, they're not forced. Your intuition, your destiny is not something you forced into creation. It's already was there for you. It was always going to be a part of your journey. This person thinks like all of a sudden that you gained all of this wisdom. You had it the entire time. This other person is jealous of you and they didn't want to hear anything that you had to say. Let's get the likes of you guys, please, and thank you. Hold on one second, you guys. Y'all, judge not that you be not judged. People need to stop misinterpreting other people. Stop telling me that I need Jesus. I actually personally know Jesus. You don't know anything about Jesus. And I'm not going to argue with you because you're insane. Okay? You go find Jesus. Stop projecting that shit onto other people. I'm not a demonic person like you. Go away. That person, I've seen their name before. I'm going to have to freaking I'm gonna have to report they asked twice. I think it was probably on my other platform. They're just double stalking me. You guys stop judging other people. You go against your own doctrines and you counteract your own blessings. Those of you that are hating on me because I know things from God, like, come on, you could do the same thing if you go within yourself. Stop trying to project. You're not going to get God to judge anybody. Stop being pathetic. This gang stalking, ridiculous freaking behavior needs to stop. You cannot seriously say that you're of Jesus and you're over here gang stalking innocent people that are doing nothing to you. Okay? You need mental health therapy. But that would probably be too much like doing the right thing. Going to a therapist, asking why you do this to other people. What is wrong with you? You need to repent and ask God to forgive you. I'm doing exactly what God has asked me to do. Literally. Lost sheep, man. It's so annoying. Seriously, so annoying, yo. The gang stalking, come on with that. That is not of Jesus and God. Stop it. Y'all don't know Jesus and God because that demonic behavior called gang stalking, I rebuke the spirit of the Pharisees in the name of Jesus. Jesus didn't argue with the Pharisees. Okay? That religious, judgmental, oh, I'm holier than thou. Stop it. Y'all are acting like gang stalkers, but being completely backhanded. Judge not that you be not judged. You don't know me. You don't know my journey. You don't know what God has me doing. You have no idea. So why judge me and make that mistake? Because that is a mistake. That is a sin. Judge not that you be not judged. And start living as Jesus lived. Trying to go around religiously condemning somebody. Go talk to God about me since you know so much about me. Since you know that I need to repent and that I need forgiveness. From what? I'm doing what God asked me to do. And the things that I do make mistakes in, I repent for my ancestors all the time. Things that I am not perfect in, I do repent for that. So, if you have a problem with me, go talk to whatever creature or being you think God is. Go tell them about me. Because I guarantee they already know what I'm here doing. Because I'm doing it literally for them. For all my ancestors, for all the divine realm, for Jesus, I'm talking about the goodness of God to give God glory. And if whatever demon these people fucking worship or call upon has an issue with that, they need to go take it up with that demon and stop trying to harass me and gang stalk me over it. Okay? Go to the demon that you worship. Go to Jesus, because Jesus is going to tell you to shut up. Trying to use God and Jesus against people. You guys, get it together. None of us are perfect. None of us. I don't claim to be perfect. God. I still get upset every once in a while. I get upset when people antagonize me or target me and gang stalk me, but I'll eventually get past it. Because I know how to shift my reality and clear the thoughts and beliefs, and I do things that are in alignment with my higher self, so I know things will always get better. I actually have faith and trust in God, and I'm not going to throw my problems on Jesus because Jesus already died for our sins. What the hell else do we need to bother him with? Come on, people, take some accountability. Stop repeating the shit that you've been told. Actually use your brain to think, okay? Gosh. That's why I feel like these people are super demonic. They've just read something in the Bible. Tarot cards are not even in the Bible, point blank, period. And then they go about spewing this venom at everybody. And the Bible was not created to hurt and harm people. I mean, the humans that allowed what to be canon and what not to be canon, yeah, they probably manipulated it so that they could manipulate people. But I'm telling you this, the people that wrote the stuff, they didn't write it to hurt people. They wrote it to share the goodness of God, okay? And that's what it should be used for. And if you're using religion to target somebody, you are mentally deranged under religious psychosis and you need therapy. And I'm not going to argue with somebody that's a psycho, okay? I'm not going to argue with that. I'll let them find out themselves. Okay, I'm just going to get past it really quick. I'm just like balancing my chakras and restabilizing myself from that. So I don't just keep being upset about somebody being stupid, because that is stupidity. And I can tell that they really don't know Jesus. They don't. Because literally Jesus was gang stalked. He didn't support that stuff. Jesus will never tell you to go hurt another person, to try to break somebody down. Jesus was this. That's why I love Jesus so much. Jesus was the perfect example of how to live your life and be a good person. Like literally. And yeah, he was more than just a person, but still, he is the prime example. I mean, you could look at Buddha, but Buddha was not as, I don't want to say not as important, but Buddha was just a different journey. He just wasn't Jesus, okay? So Buddha was still a peaceful person though, and was about enlightenment. But anyways, it is what it is. I'm not going to fight with these people because there's nothing to fight about. Like I said, if they've got such an issue with me talking about God, they can go take it up with whatever demon or pretend to God thing that they serve. Knight of Cups. So yeah, you guys are also not, this Queen of Wands just got left by somebody that's literally a Knight of Cups. That's not a high-ranking card. This person, okay, why this Queen of Wands was so, I don't know if they were in love, but they were obsessed with this Knight of Cups. They probably did witchcraft on them, but it's because this person's a very creative person. Maybe they're like a poet or an artist, a knight in shining armor energy. And this Queen of Wands did something to lose this person. I mean, again, they're still a fleeting energy. We're not judging, but I will say that, oh, okay, so maybe she was cheating on this Knight of Cups with a Knight of Swords, somebody who was very ambitious here. And she was causing a lot of competition to be in her love life. Well, I would not be pinning people against each other like that, okay? First of all, I think that cheating is dangerous. If you're married, that's probably not in alignment with, doing the right thing by somebody. But I'm not judging people. If they want to behave like this person wants people to like fuss over them. Okay, this Queen of Wands, that's what she wants. So now that's what she's got. She's got two people. And if you could see the way these cards are, literally, these people, well, it actually was like this. But these people are pinned against each other. And yeah, there is a competitive energy. Maybe this Queen of Wands is an attractive person. Usually the Queen of Wands does represent somebody that's attractive. They could be thin, But I don't get that this has to do with weight. I feel like it literally has to do with somebody wanting your destiny. They want your fortune. They want your psychic, intuitive, spiritual, God-given talents and abilities to be theirs so that they can use them and abuse them. This person thinks in their head, this Queen of Wands thinks, if I had what they had, oh, this is what I do with it. And they don't realize that they're being monitored. Okay. Their thoughts are being monitored. This is why this person does not have the intuition, because they feel like it's okay to just come at anybody else and compete. You know, you don't want any of the people that this person sleeps with. 6 of Wands. This person wants your fame to be theirs, your recognition, your reward to be theirs. This person has literally nothing to offer another person other than their body, which is not shit to me. So I don't know. This person has a sour heart and they're very bitter. And they want public recognition for being a complete slob in life, being totally messy, having more than one baby daddy. And I'm not judging people that do that. I'm just saying that this person is not a perfect person. For them to be bringing down the hammer on you is when you're doing what's actually needed for the world and your destiny and what's in alignment. I just don't see this person getting anywhere with that. And they feel brokenhearted and they caused this entire situation that they're in. They caused themselves. Now they want to switch destinies. How convenient after this person's ruined all their relationships, ruined their child, ruined their life, that they want to just trade. They think that, oh, let me just trade destinies with somebody else. Bitch, get real here. Like, this person needs to get it together. You cannot just trade your destiny whenever you get ready after you've screwed it up completely. And I'm not saying that this person's child is a mistake. I'm saying that they, being a parent to this child, is a mistake. It'd be better if this child was in the hands of their other parent, even though this person's doesn't have their head screwed on the correct way either. So I feel like this child's in a better position than both parents. I'm serious. They have a better chance of making it out of whatever this craziness is, than both of their parents. So, God is so good. Like, seriously. Yeah. This Queen of Wands is experiencing a lot of tension, and they hate watching you live your life in peace, but they can't do anything about it. 6 of Pentacles. This person is like, I thought I held the power. No, the power to make you a beggar. That's not what God wants. That's not what the divine said is happening here. This person needs to read the program, get with the program. This person is acting like they're the main character in your life. This person is not the main character of your own story. You are the main character of your own story. You get to dictate how your life goes by your own choices and actions. This person can't do that for you. They can't live life for you. They can't not live life for you. They can't have effect over you giving and receiving. They can't force you to share your wealth with them if you don't want to use your abilities to help this person get out of the karma, drama, and trauma they created themselves, and you don't have to. Generosity, charity, sharing. This person's like, just give to me, just no. Okay. First of all, why I say no is because, one, this person is a taker. Whether you give to them or not, they're still going to try to take, because that's what they do. Secondly, you could talk to this person till you're blue in the face. They're not going to listen to your wisdom. Okay. Because it's going to tell them to do something other than what they're doing, and they don't want to hear that. So this is a waste of time from the beginning. They should not come to you for advice. They don't want to know what the divine has to say, because that means that and this person is causing their own suffering. You did not impregnate them. Okay. You did not. This person thinks that their child is like, they don't think good things about their own kid. That's really, really, really effed up. I don't wish that for any child. I wish that these people would get their shit together, to be quite honest, and just let you live your life, because you over here being in your destiny. I mean, if God is using you in this way, for you to be in your destiny, for you to be using your intuition, your abilities, for you to be gaining recognition and reward, for you being able to make payments and all of that. If God is doing all of this in your life, who is this other person, this Queen of Wands, to argue with that? I mean, this person has more support from other people than you do. Why are they so upset with you doing what God has you here to do? This person, you know, they had a purpose, but I also get that this person is really trying to judge you. They want you judged by others. They're trying to do witchcraft to have you judged. And this is why all of this stuff about their own life is coming out, because it's backfired. And now they're being judged by these two people, by the way, by the Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords. This is why this person's being exposed. And maybe this Queen of Wands tried to deceive somebody and say that they were the father of this Page of Wands. Oh, that's so mean. Now they just want to, oh, let me just switch places with that other person. You can't just become somebody else. I don't care if you're a skinwalker or not. All a skinwalker can do is mimic the appearance of somebody. They can't actually be that person. So even if somebody tried to change skins or whatever weirdness, they're not you. They're not going to be acknowledged or treated the way that you are, because they are not you. Point blank, period. King of Wands. This is the person that's probably the father. Okay. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, the Page of Wands. This Queen of Wands does not want this King of Wands to be the father, even though they are. She's tried to force these other two people to contribute, and they don't want to. I don't know why. I don't know why they feel like that about the King of Wands. He's not that bad compared to these other people. Five of Cups. Maybe this person cheated on him. I mean, that's what shows up with the Three of Swords. You have 1, 2, 3 different men here fighting over the same woman. And while this woman tries to be you, that's pretty weird energy. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. The Fool. Completely unaware. I mean, the Fool's not a bad card, but it does represent this person standing 10 toes down, that you are not deserving of what you have. They're trying to meddle in your affairs when they have a lot going on here with themselves. And they want all the attention and focus to be on them. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's going to be positive attention and positive focus. King of Pentacles. This Queen of Wands, they did something. They made some type of deal with the King of Pentacles for wealth, business, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, generosity. This person did something. Okay. And they see you not having to do whatever they did. And they're like, no, I want that person destroyed. Okay, well, what this person wants, the universe does not want. So this King of Pentacles also does not care about this Queen of Wands. Seven of Cups. Because whatever this person offered her was something that she wanted when she was stuck in her dark side, wishing evil upon others, drinking from these cups of illusions. What this King of Pentacles has to offer is a complete, total illusion. It's, you know, it's giving, like when a celebrity has like 3 million bots that have followed them and liked them. And those bots, all of a sudden, like the AI algorithm, for whatever reason, like likes them or follows them or whatever. And you find out that all of their fame is completely fabricated. They're not even liked like that. people don't follow them like they want or whatever. I mean, it's just weird. But it's giving that type of energy, like what this physical world can try to give you, the physical world can try to take away. But what God gives you, let the physical world try to take it away. It won't happen. And your destiny is not up for negotiation. There is no contract that can be signed, no agreement that can be met, no competition. There is none. Okay? There's none that exist. And all this destiny swipe stuff that people are doing, they will pay so much for that. And not only that, I will tell you this. I don't want to say I'm a victim of it, but I experienced somebody who did a destiny swap on me. And you know what it did? It took me out of the career that I was in and put me in one that was even better. And God like leveled me up. And that person is now stuck with all the problems that I had back in that stage of my life. And they're doing something that's not even for them. So that's how those things work out. Four of Pentacles. Nobody can destroy what God has already created. Saving money, security, conservation, scarcity, control, frugality. This person wants you afraid. They're in the tower. Wow. These people are in the tower. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. This person is like all of a sudden realizing that, oh, yeah, maybe that person that I was trying to destroy and unalive and take their stuff and blah, 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 being a psychopath, maybe that person is actually loved by God. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Passion, project, anger, scattered energies, delays, and frustration. This is what these people are experiencing. Everything that they had going forward, trying to destroy you, is being utterly destroyed. And they were and this is why this person should have never ever acted like they were the main character in your story. Your story is yours. It has to do with your destiny and you, not this other person. And if they want to be some type of antagonist or whatever, then they need to be okay with dealing with the consequences of that, of trying to make themselves your enemy when they're really just another person. And this person is making so many horrible decisions, like bad choice after bad choice after bad choice. And then they want to have you judge. Things don't pan out like that. You can't just call judgment on somebody that's not doing anything. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're able to balance things. You're basically prioritizing things. Balancing your decisions. Not acting carelessly or recklessly. That's wise right there. This person completely, the Queen of Wands behaves only from emotion. Never thinks before acting. Okay. Seven of Wands. And yeah, they want to compete with you. That already came out. Challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintaining control. You have control over the situation because it's your situation. It's not this person's. Like I said, they're not the main character in your story. You are. If they want to be in the main character, they better go get their own life together, because they can only be the main character of their own story. Okay? And your destiny is something that has been predetermined, that God said will be for you, whether people are against you or not. Do you think that just because people didn't like Jesus that God changed his destiny? Absolutely not. There was a lot of people that hated Jesus, okay? And what he represented, and said he was the devil or son of the devil or something stupid. King of Cups. This person, all these people, they need to listen to the guidance from this King of Cups, because there is somebody that's emotionally balanced, that's compassionate, that does have control, a supportive leader, that's empathetic. And this King of Cups does not understand why these people won't let it go. when it comes to your destiny. I don't care if it goes against their beliefs. Their beliefs are not anything. And these people are acting like you're over here taking food out of their mouths or something weird, and you're not doing that. If you have to defend yourself at any point to maintain control, do what you need to do. But know that God is with you. These people, their behavior shows you that they don't know. They don't know the divine. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're prepared. You're making progress. You have foresight. These people cannot see into the future. This is one reason why they hate you, because you can. You can pick up on patterns. Enterprise expansion, overseas opportunities. And that's overseas, like over the sea, like actual water opportunities. So you could be getting more opportunities that are in different parts of the world. And these people are like, oh, no, no, no. Like, it's none of their business. What God is doing for you, if these people want God to do that for them, maybe they should be in alignment with it. I would pray for them. Pray that they find God. Pray that they find their own purpose. Pray that they find inspiration somewhere else. The 4 of Swords. Pray that it comes to a complete end. 4 of Swords is like a funeral. It's rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, solitude. All of these people are forced into going into solitude by this Queen of Wands and her actions. And all these people that got together being so passionate about making you their full-time project. I guess that didn't pan out to be prosperous for them. And these people are only concerned about how something can benefit them. They do not care about not any other living individual, whether it's an animal, a person. They don't care about anybody else's well-being. Nothing and no one. These people are solely based upon how they feel. They do not care about life. Yeah, they shouldn't be in your story at all. Greedy, disgusting people. Ace of Swords, and this is why you're protected by God. I mean, one of the reasons, but yeah, there's many reasons why you have this protection that can't be stripped of you. These people think that their belief system and opinion is God's. And this is why I think they're probably listening to some demonic energy. But I actually highly doubt there's any type of demonic energy that's speaking against you. I doubt it. It's just these people. They want control over your ideas, they want what belongs to your success. They don't want you to have a sharp mind. They want you to have more conflicts. These people are being straight up extracted like a surgery, cut out of your energy. They don't like what that feels like. You know why? Because the protection that they were trying to get off of you is not for them. These people can't be protected because they've done too many things to hurt other people. That is what it is. Nine of Swords, and they're going to be regretting it for a long time to come in the future. Being at their lowest point. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, despair. That's what you being protected looks like for these people. Them being bedridden. That's why they have more conflict. That's exactly it. It's like these people, let's get the likes up, you guys, please and thank you. If you could like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this person was wishing and hoping that you would get sick and need to have something extracted, like delusions. I think that witchcraft gave this person the delusion of thinking that they were in control of everything and everyone. And no. Now they're in having trauma, I can't sleep type shit. No, what they were doing to you was horrific. It was horrible, okay? Trying to victimize you, take your destiny from you. I would not wish that upon anybody. Like, I've literally been through what that is like, and it's the worst shit in the entire world to have to go through. And then you have to recover your health and like literally get better from what these people have done. No, they need to sit in the bed that they made and lay in that shit for a while till they decide that, maybe doing all of this to you is not the answer. I mean, they definitely didn't change God's mind. I can tell you that. Ten of Swords, painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, and defeat. These people are defeated. They did it to themselves. The Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords is a quick progression there of being defeated. The Chariot energy is what just came out, which is movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, courage. This represents like the police. These people could be literally being investigated by the police because they're up under judgment. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. Yeah, they'll be asking for forgiveness because they can't get out of whatever this is. But this is what I'm saying. If the divine were to just be like, oh, I'll give you another pass, I'll let you get out of all of the consequences from what you did, how is that going to bring about justice for all the people that these people hurt, harmed, and unalived and stole their destiny and their fate and all their blessings and shit? How this type of stuff it's not okay. It's not okay to do. And there's consequences and real life consequences. You will lose a husband, a wife, not you, but these people, they will lose support, money, all of that, their health, everything. Okay. This is why you just don't do bad things to other people. I mean, what the hell? Don't give the universe a reason to judge you. Don't be judging other people and trying to get them in trouble with the police. Don't be trying to lock other people up because you want their career. Don't be trying to take their hair and put it into a doll and light it on fire, whatever weird shit. These people just need to get it together. Four of Cups. But they're so bored. They're like, I don't want what God gave me. Why not? If they would have actually been happy about their own blessings, they would have probably held on to them. Meditation, contemplation, apathy. I forget what apathy means. Reevaluation and disconnected. This person needs to reevaluate, reassess. A state of indifference. That's like not caring at all, characterized by a lack of emotion, motivation, interest, or concern. They do not care that they're being judged by the universe. That's crazy. What else do we need to know moving forward? I mean, all you need to know is that you're protected. Whatever you're doing, your prayers are working. Cancel and rebuke every destiny thief, every destiny swapper, every destiny swap, any person, place, or thing that seeks to destroy what God has for you needs to go. They need to go away. I don't care where they go, but they need to go away from you because it's not safe for people that are betrayers, backstabbers, thieves that are doing the devil's work. It's not safe for these people to be around you. It's not safe for them. Not safe for you, not safe for them to be around you. Okay. They don't understand that. If they want to be weird and demonic, they need to go over somewhere else, anywhere else, where people are on that type of time. But I feel like, they want to know how you're moving forward, what they can do to block it, and all this stuff that they're never going to gain access to. You're not going to reveal anything, and you're not giving access to these people. They literally have no power. 9 of Cups, because you're getting your wishes granted. And your wish is most likely you to have your own destiny. Like, it's your wish is in alignment with your destiny. This is why things are working out for you. Wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. I feel like a lot of these people are past life enemies. That's what I feel like. They thought that this would be very easy, to put 10 swords in your back, to cause you a natural disaster, to send the police after you, to have you judged, to have you ripped out of whatever this is, to burn you at the stake. That, you know, these people thought that this was going to be easy. And now they're met with all this problems and resistance and conflicts, and they don't understand it's because what they wanted was not in alignment with what is for the highest and best good of everyone. You being utterly destroyed because of your spiritual connection or your intuition or your ability is not in alignment with the highest and best good of all. Okay. Three of Pentacles. These people are like, let's go gather with people. Let's get together. Three of Pentacles is like having teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. They were trying to literally build something so destructive against you. And all it did was get them in trouble. Page of Swords. And they're going to be watching you. I mean, that's all that they can do. If I were them, I would focus on something else. But they want to know what new ideas you have. These people they don't know anything about you. They think, how can that person have written a book? How can they have created a piece of art? How can they have done anything? Like, okay, why, if these people felt like that way about you, why do they try to steal your destiny if they think you're not shit? Oh, they must actually think something different. Okay. But the way that they act, why would I, you know, that's a good question. Why would you be so concerned about the collective's life if it's not worth anything? Why would you be making deals with El Diablo and all these other people to destroy their work and their progress in life if they're not shit? Why do you feel like you have to compete with them if they ain't shit? And this is why I feel like these people are under some type of illusion. The Eight of Pentacles talks about diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, repetitive tasks. You are very good at doing something. You've been doing it for a long time. This work that you do, it is divine, it is protected, it is sacred, it's a part of your development, your destiny, and your wish come true. So yeah, when you're doing something that makes the world better, you're going to have people, for whatever reason, whatever issue that they have with themselves, that don't like that want to be in your position, that think that they can be a better version of you than you can, and all of that. I mean, people just need to stop. They need to stop trying to tell you what to do and how to live your life. You know? Yeah, this is why they're always watching you. Because literally, they need to stop trying to tell you how to live your life. It's your life. You can do with it what you want, but you're doing what's in alignment with the highest and best good of all. That's why it's working out. Seven of Swords. And these people are betraying, just trying to get away with something, deception, getting away with something. It literally says that. Acting strategically and trying to use trickery and trying to spy on you with tarot cards or whatever. Like I said, okay, all of these cards and all of this, God is more powerful than all of this stuff. These people think that they could pull some cards on you and get some information about you to use on you later. How stupid is that? I don't care if they have a crystal ball or whatever they're using, you know, it's not possible. You cannot get information on somebody else that's not meant to be known. Okay. And you're not going to give that information out to these people, because they would try to attack you over what you associate with yourself. So don't associate with your body or your mind. You're not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your name. Your higher self is God. That's what you are. It's what the essence of who you are is. And the more that you bring that energy into all of this, the less of this that can exist, because these people can't stand within God's presence. 5 of Swords. They are in the energy of betraying, deceiving, trying to trick people, get away with something. They're not going to ever get away with trying to steal your destiny. I don't care how many rituals they do, it doesn't matter. This conflict, disagreement, competition, defeat, winning at all costs. That's like, they're like, I have to have this no matter what, at all costs. And that's insane. Sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationships. So betrayal, trying to get away with shit. They're trying to come up with new ways to get away with shit, to steal, to abuse, that type of thing, you know, trickery. But that's what they're drawing into their life, to be bullied, to be stalked, and all of that stuff. The Sun. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. You're in the energy of the sun. That's what your work produces, like light work. It's literally the work of light. And these people are like, we're smarter than them. No, I don't think so, sweetie, sir, ma'am, him, they, them, whatever. Nope, I do not think that these people are smarter than you. They think that they're smarter than you. I don't agree with that. I mean, that can be straight up proven with clear evidence here that these people are not smarter. Like, they're not smarter than you. The World, you're completing something. I have to cover up her boobs, but you've completed something here, like a project, work, completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebrating of life, arriving. It could be moving, could be getting a new job, could be getting a new home, could be being blessed, having a whole new, all doors open up for you, all of that stuff. And these people are still trying to trick you out of your spot. Like, if you're not allowed to sit in your spot, do you think God's going to allow somebody else to? No. I don't care how many weirdos these people gather together. I don't care. Okay. I really don't care. They will never, ever be you. No one will ever be confused thinking that this person is you. Okay. And they're not going to ever be happy because they're not happy. If they think having what you have will make them happy, no, it's not. These people will never be happy. 5 of Pentacles. They're only, and this is why you do not compare yourself to other people. These people are deceiving, trying to steal a house from someone, financial loss, lack mindset, loss, isolation, worry, need, poverty, insecurity, instability, exaggeration, strife, changes, loss. That's what these people, that's what their energy is, because they want to have conflict, disagreements, compete, defeat, win at all costs. Win what? There's nothing to win. You can't have what belongs to somebody else. There is no, oh, let's just switch places. I don't think so. 6 of Cups. I feel like this Queen of Wands and all of her little goons, they keep trying to like tell the God and the universe that you're not worthy of having children or something. These people are the worst parents that have ever existed. Yeah, the 6 of Cups is like you moving forward, having happy memories, reminiscing childhood memories, innocence, joy, nostalgia, you having a pure heart, you bringing that to the world, you helping, you know, the next generation. To these people, the reason that they don't have a home right now and that they're experiencing hardship and loss is because they wanted yours. They wanted to take that away from you. They wanted to take your security away, and they want to see you suffer, and they won't get that satisfaction. Two of Wands. You're already planning to move on, make progress, making new decisions, discovery, leaving home, travel plans. This person was trying to keep you bound to your house. And then they thought, oh, after I bind them to their house, then let's get the likes of you guys. Then I'll figure out where they live. And then I'll just attack that. If I just have more information, this is how this person thinks. If I just have more information about them, then I can attack them in a new way. No, you cannot attack somebody. Doesn't matter what information you get on them. This person could get a hold, what are they called? Private investigator, detective, whatever. And they probably did with this Chariot energy, probably already paid somebody to look into you. And guess what? What did they find? Nothing that's usable. Okay. Like I said, the truth cannot be manipulated. As much as these people want to twist it into something that it's not, you've already taken actions to move forward and to live your life. And what you're doing has nothing to do with these people. It's not about them. You being successful is not about these people, and that's what they need to understand. It is not about them. These are narcissists. You are moving on. You're an empath. You guys are moving on and you're healing and you're freeing yourself from these people. Okay? That's what I feel. And these people, they just want, to be more important than they actually are. You've already made progress. You've made a plan. You've moved towards that plan. You've taken action. And these people, they want to intercept it like it's a football. There is no game going on here. We're not playing football. These people are the only people in the field running back and forth. You're not even there with them. 10 of Cups. You're over here in divine love, harmony, blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, family, contentment, total love and support. And they're like, how did they do it? What do you mean, how did they do it? How did they do it? Wow. Doesn't matter if you told this person step by step the actions that you took to make this project go. Like, it doesn't matter if you explained it word for word. These people, if they take the same actions, they're not going to get the same effect. So it doesn't matter how you did it. They don't understand that God was a part of it. That's how you did it. And so they think that they can, intercept that? No, this is not a game. God doesn't play about people's destinies, by the way. The 8 of Cups. These people are disappointed. They need to abandon whatever stupid plans they've made. Withdraw, escapism, walking away, leaving behind, being dissatisfied. They've got to walk away because now they have more problems, not having a home and stuff. They've got more problems to deal with. And you were never really a problem. They just wanted you. They wanted to switch places with you because they're their own problem. You're not going to fix this person's problems. If these people even contact you, I would not even communicate with them at all. Because they're going to expect you to offer support, to fix their issue that they're going to continue to cause themselves. And then if you were to give them advice, you'd be speaking till you're blue in the face, and these people will still look at you like you don't know what you're talking about, that they're better than you, and then they will not listen, and they'll destroy their own future anyways. So you might as well just not offer your advice to these people. Don't give your opinion. Again, let them be ignorant for as long as they want while you move forward. It's not your job to change people's minds. It's just your job to be yourself and share that light. Ace of Cups, and share the love that God has given you. Because the love of God is within you. This is why you're able to maintain happiness and stability in the face of all of this adversity. You have love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spiritual intuition, a new baby, proposal, or marriage coming in. And this is like, this new baby could be a project, by the way. Doesn't have to be a physical child. And so what's going to happen with these people? What does the collective need to know moving forward? The Magician. that if you continue to take action in your own life, you will create the outcome that you desire. And because you take action upon what God has already gifted you, it's like a gift that keeps giving in a positive way. It's just putting you in a position to receive more blessings. Action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, creativity. And these people are at the crossroads again. 8 of Wands, speed, rapid action, movement, swift change, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, air travel. Maybe that's like by airplane then. Whatever. The Empress. Abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting. So you're like the literal opposite of these people. Development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, and action. Like literally the opposite of these people. So like I said, you can't change their mind. There's no point in even trying to. Let these people think and believe whatever they want. At the end of the day, they're only causing a negative effect on their own reality. They're not the main character. They're not going to take over your position in life. I don't know what these people thought. How does more than one person divide somebody's destiny up? I mean, literally, I feel like these people were set up to try to sacrifice you or something. The Hierophant. Institutions, tradition, religion, society, and its rules. Social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded, mercy, wisdom, and trust. These people are going to be, oh, please forgive me. No. We forgive ourselves. We'll let God do the rest. We'll let God do the rest with these people. Because there is no letting these people anywhere near you. Like, that's not even an option. Two of Swords. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock. Like I said, you are not an option. I want to get what deadlock. I know I've looked it up before, but I forgot. Deadlock is a standstill or situation where progress is impossible because opposing sides in a dispute or competing processes in computing are equally powerful and refuse to give in or are waiting on one another to act. Jeez. It is commonly synonymous with a stalemate, impasse, or total blockage. So yeah, they're not moving forward with this. That's not a difficult decision. There's only one decision that they can make, and it's to walk away because they're completely removed and blocked out of your energy. Like I said, when God metaphorically, takes a knife and surgically removes somebody that was trying to attach to you, that person goes falling down some type of hole. Okay? The pit that they dug for you, they will fall into. And everybody that it was attached to them, that they attached to, they'll drag down with them. And this is why you don't follow people who are foolish. The Star. Hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, good fortune, good omen, and rejuvenation. You are the star of your own story. These people don't get to take that place for you. They don't get to be you. They don't get to block your star, bury it, steal it, sacrifice it, etc., harvest it. No. Absolutely not. 10 of Pentacles. Wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. These people don't get to dictate how you contribute to the general public. They don't get to dictate anything in your life. And if they want to continue to try to block things, then they're going to be fighting a blockage the rest of their life. For however long they want to do that, because justice is yours. The scales are being balanced in your favor, which is justice, fairness, truth, clarity, equality, balance, cause and effect, and law. They want to separate you from your star energy. Good luck with that. I empower my star to take out anybody that tries to mess with it. These people need to stop looking at things like other planets and stars and people's energy and thinking that they're the ones in control. Okay? These people are not in control of themselves. How can they be in control of somebody else? 9 of Pentacles. They don't get to dictate whether you can be a stable person or not. They're not living inside your head, thinking your thoughts, breathing for you. They're not the energy that keeps your heart beating. These people are not shit. They know that. They know that they ain't shit. Fruits of your labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence. They know that. They just don't want you to know that. You already do, though. 2 of Cups. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, connection. Somebody is trying to literally curse you from being married, or so that you don't get married, however you want to look at that. This person, this is one reason why this person was just dumped by multiple partners they were sleeping with. Okay? Because they were trying to stop you from having children, from having a marriage, all of that. That's really inappropriate. Whose business is that? Why don't we leave that up to God? Page of Cups. For the sake of what? These people have a lot of responsibilities they need to take care of. 4 of Wands. Celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home. How many times could talk about that? Holy shit. Marriage, home, community, homecoming. They don't want you returning home, getting married, having a life. Like, these people need to get with the program. They're too stuck in this demonic energy, bound to the devil. Shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, and toxicity. That's not your energy. That's their energy. Six of Swords. Transition, change, leaving behind, releasing, baggage, moving on. Yeah, they need to move on and release this baggage that Satan has given them, or whatever other thing they worship. Seven of Pentacles. Long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, and investment. You've invested in something that's going to give you long-term gain. And it's sustainable. Okay, is there anything else we need to know about? Knight of Pentacles. These people can work as hard as they want. They're not bringing any issue to your door. Hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, responsibility. It's their responsibility to move on with their lives. You're getting an Ace of Pentacles here, which is God giving you money, abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career, financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. And you're getting a marriage. Oh, that's why these people are pissed. And they are broke. They don't have a home. They don't have a marriage. But they've got a bunch of children. Speaking of it, Page of Pentacles. They got a bunch of responsibilities, but no care for the responsibilities that are actually theirs. No fucks to give about that. The Emperor. And you're over here in your boss energy. The Emperor and the Empress are coming together. Stability, structure, rules and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and what does that say? Practicality. Well, these people are going to be disappointed. So are their children. King of Swords. They're also going to be judged by somebody. Head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity, and authority. Somebody of authority is going to tell these people to get away from you. Because this person of authority can absolutely put burdens on these people. And they need to remember that they are not the one that's in control. Burden, extra responsibility, hard work, and completion. They need to literally do something else. The Hangman. Because literally, you're not carrying a cross for these people. You're not going to be burned at the stake. You're not going to be stolen from. They need to pause, surrender, let go, get a new perspective, enlightenment, view things from a different angle, different than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. All right, conclusion. Ace of Wands, because they're not stopping. They're not sacrificing your new projects. Yes, the devil is a liar. They're not doing anything. Inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential, beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. They don't have power over that. The Hermit. And because you keep doing soul searching and going within, you rise above and you find that inner light. These people also don't understand that. They thought isolating you was going to make them more powerful, and it didn't. Says being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, conscious contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, introspection, soul searching. Temperance. You have Archangel Michael protecting you. You're the assignment. This other person is not Archangel Michael's assignment. Archangel Michael is indifferent to this person because this Archangel was commanded to protect you, not this other person. Balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. This angel knows what its purpose is. It knows what it was directed to do. And it has nothing to do with what these people want. It has nothing to do with you being a sacrifice. So just know that these people are going to be imprisoned spiritually and then most likely physically, while they have to watch you be abundant. Because they have negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. That's what they wanted for you, to be sacrificed and put in prison for whatever reason, and you're not deserving of that. They wanted death to come for you, endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, metamorphosis, and change of cycle. And now that's happening to them because they decided to work with the moon, wanted to take you out of the Queen of Pentacles, didn't want you to have money, didn't want you to be practical, a working parent. I mean, that's ridiculous. While you're over here living with love, having harmony, having the lovers, relationships, union, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. And you cut these people off, which made you the strongest person in the room. Also, because you're not impulsive, that's also another strength that you have. You think things through. You don't jump to the gun. When people try to get you all riled up, you don't jump to making assumptions about others. Like when other people are talking, you're usually quiet. This is why you're a completely different creature than these other people, and they could never step into your destiny because they're not you and they don't have the traits that you possess naturally. It'd be very hard for them to attain those traits. They would have to change the way that they are. And, they don't know how to do that. And they don't have access to inner knowledge or wisdom or creative energy. Okay, so the moon illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious premonitions. This person's like, oh, I have a feeling. Okay, their feelings are never correct. They need to stop acting from these feelings. Maybe check if this feeling is coming from the devil. If it is, then probably release it. But yeah, these people are like, oh, well, I felt like trying to take their destiny and destroy their well-being and steal their health and squash them like a bug. I felt like that was the right thing to do. That's what my intuition told me. Oops. You can't just oops. That's like the people that crucified Jesus that were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Like, okay, but you already did. You already did that without thinking. No thought. Oh, free Barabbas, whatever his name was, the guy that was an actual unaliver of people, free that person and crucify the innocent. What? I would be like, bitch, what did you say? Slap every single one of these people the fuck out. Like, absolutely not. This is what that person was trying to do. Let's just swap out destinies. How about this person that has unalived all these other people, done witchcraft on them, put them up under like sorcery, manipulated them with the devil. Let's release that person from prison and let's put this innocent person that's doing the right thing in prison. No, this is not the age of Aquarius. You can't get away with that type of deception and trickery. And these people are not smarter than you. They can't outthink you. They can't outplan you. They can't outmaneuver you. They can't outshine you. And they wanted to be so competitive when you're not even paying them any mind. So yeah, these people, they could learn a lot from you, but I highly doubt they'll do that in the way that would be the best for them. You know, I feel like they should just get rid of these thoughts and beliefs that they have about you, because it's not true. Whatever they've been told is not true, and the proof is in the pudding. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. So I'm going to talk about, before I go, for those of you that are interested, the 2 books that are linked in the description box below. Briefly. Okay, so the first one I was telling you about at the beginning of this reading. Yeah, they don't want to change. That's exactly it. It's called The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook, and it's written by Michael Steadman, who is a doctor of divinity. Now, I've been using the techniques in this book for about 10 years with success. So there's the techniques I'm going to list are the ones that, well, there's so many other techniques in here, literally, but they're the ones that I use every day. So the God technique is when you develop your inner connection with God within yourself. Okay, so by doing the God technique, you rise above vibrationally so that you're looking out through the eyes of God and no longer trapped in your ego's consciousness. Anytime when I have to go within, I have to get vibrationally above it, I'm using the God technique. So that comes from this book. I use it every single day, and it continues to raise my frequency. Then there is the joy versus anger technique, which gives you the ability to ask yes. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Ask yes and no questions with your higher self God and get an immediate response back so that you don't have to be walking around confused, making decisions on a whim, right? Your higher self God knows what's for your highest and best good and knows what's not. So there's a different types of meditation in here as well. Visual meditation. So this is going to teach you how to do a lot of things. Feeling meditation, love, joy, grounding technique, prayer. There's so many things in this. Cleansing out the temple, cleansing the emotions, creating our own reality. Then there is the 1 to 10 ratio, because yes and no answers will get you pretty far. But sometimes if you get a no on something, like you ask, okay, should I go here? You get a no, and you really want to go there, then you're like, okay, let me look at the compatibility and see how compatible it is, right? So the compatibility scale is 1 being the lowest compatible, 10 being the highest compatible. And then where that compatibility is, this book will teach you how to get compatibility. Then there's the mind technique, which gives you the ability to clear the thoughts and beliefs that you're dragging around with you that are influencing and creating the reality that you're experiencing. So by being able to do that, you can clean up, you can shift realities by doing that. And then there's the preemptive strike, which any like repetitive beliefs you have about your storyline, anything you've attached to yourself that you know that's not for your highest and best good. Again, these are like things that you keep saying or affirming about yourself that you don't want. Write those down with the preemptive strike, and then you use the mind technique and you go through and you clear it all so that your reality and situation can change. So I've been using the techniques in this book for 10 years with success. That's why I take time to talk about it. The second book that I am going to be talking about is the book that I've written, and it is called Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, written by me, Astraea Love. And I wrote this book to help you guys learn to read tarot cards for yourself and for others, if you are interested. Again, not everybody is going to want to do that, and that's totally understandable. But I wanted to create something that is positive, safe, and that's useful for those of you that do want to learn to do that. Okay, because I didn't have anybody but like God, Vassago, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus to teach me how to use my abilities for the good, highest and best good of all. So this book, well, first of all, I think I read from the Justice on the other platform. Let me pick. So this book is written off of, first of all, who is Vassago? Vassago was an Ars Goetia spirit that King Solomon worked with at the time he was building his temple. Vassago told King Solomon that that basically King Solomon's not the King of Kings, Jesus is. And then King Solomon got really upset about hearing that and was like, who is Jesus? And Vassago's like, well, Jesus hasn't come yet, but that's the one that we listen to and we acknowledge as the King of Kings. And so then King Solomon's like, well, I can't use you for anything. That's how he treated Vassago anyways. And that's kind of what Vassago is related to. I think we're going to read from the Temperance. Yeah. Okay. So this book starts off, if you're wanting to learn to read for yourself and for others, okay, it starts off with a disclaimer that I am, this is called Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells by Astraea Love, which is me. And the link to this book is in the description box below. Also, the link to the Quick and Easy Tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot, this exact deck is in the description box below, which is what I wrote this book off of. So in the tarot deck, there's 78 cards total. The 22 major arcana cards are the ones that people are most familiar with. They are like the Temperance, the Lovers, the Chariot, the Justice, the Last Judgment, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Emperor, the Empress. So they're the major transitions. So this is how Vassago explained that tarot works. So tarot was never invented for divination. This was a regular card game, but again, it was created in the 1400s. Nobody knows really who invented it. It just came out of Italy. But only royal people had time, royal or very, very wealthy, which was the royal people back then. But those were the only types of people that had time and money to have cards and to play games. Okay, everybody else was like, and that's just the way the world was back then. So anyways, it was created in the 1400s. And it wasn't used for divination till the 1700s. And that was done in Italy. Completely different area. No. It was created in Italy. It was done in France. It was used. Somebody figured out it could be used for divination. That's like a long time afterwards. So this is how Vassago explained to me that it works. Thank you so much, you guys. While you're a human, you'll go through experiencing every card in the deck. That's how it maps human consciousness and can show you patterns. So what Vassago helps me with, well, when I used to get readings from other people in the past, Vassago would kind of peek his head in and go, yeah, this person's not seeing what's actually there. And then he would reveal what's actually going on. And so that's how he's helped me, and that's how he works with people. So this book has a disclaimer that I suggest that you use anytime you read for somebody else, because this will teach you how to read for yourself and for others. And that way you're letting people know that, first of all, when it comes to tarot, it can be cut and dry. The messages can come out in an abrupt way, and somebody, if they're not ready for that, they could be upset. They also may not hear what they want to hear, okay? And so letting them know that they could be triggered with tarot is probably a good thing. And I have no problem with you guys using that disclaimer that I put at the beginning. And it tells them to use their discernment. And then I have a prayer that God help me design for you guys to use anytime that you are reading for yourself or for others. Okay. And then I've also created an initiation with Vassago if you want to work with him and have him assist you. To use this book, you don't have to, but he is there to help people see what's actually there, not just see what they want to see. So this book actually has 23 tarot card spreads in it. It's written off of the 22 major arcana cards, but I've included another tarot card spread at the beginning. So it's a 14 zodiac tarot card spread where you shuffle the entire deck. You pull 2 cards for each zodiac sign. And one card will represent your south node where your ego's at. The other card represents your north node where your destiny's at. And then the information in the book will give you insight into how to step into your destiny from where you're at. And the spell that goes along with that is to connect with your destiny. So it goes right into that, basically. 199. Okay. So I'm going to read from the Temperance. And we're going to actually pull a card and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so for each of the tarot cards, there's different ways to read it, just to let you know. So for each of the tarot cards in the deck, the major arcana cards, let me tell you about the minor arcana cards. Okay, So what's not the 22 major arcana cards, the rest of the deck, there's 78 cards total, is going to be the minor arcana. That's going to be the pages, which are the children energies, 30 or younger. The knights, which are the hero energies, usually in their 30s. The queens, the kings, which are the rulers. And then you have the aces, which come from God, the tens, which are a completion of something. You have the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you have pentacles, which represent money, wands, which represent manifestation, thought, magic, and speaking things into creation. Swords, which represent self-defense, protection, and cups, which represent love and happiness and joy. So, and in addition, each of the cards have a number association, an answer, yes, no, or maybe, or cautious, and either one zodiac sign or more than one zodiac sign. So for the temperance, it is the number 14. The answer is yes. The zodiac is Sagittarius. The temperance card is associated with the Archangel Michael and divine protection. It is a card of flexibility, change, and adaptation, one who works well with others and has good management skills, achieving balance and control over your emotions in life. Many ideas and experiences synthesized to form new ideas. Cooperation to secure self-compromise. This card can mean a possible reconciliation may take place. So I'm going to shuffle the deck, and then I'm going to pull a card for position 1, which is, so yeah, you can arrange the cards however you want. And the rest, like all of the 22 major arcana spreads, you can arrange them however you feel comfortable. The first one, you'll put one card down, put one card up. Okay, one more shuffle. There we go. Okay, so this position 1 is the self. So you pull one card for each position. The card that you pull for this position can reveal insights into your awareness, level of consciousness, and divine personality traits. Reveals the ego's blind spots and shows you where any illusions such as false positive or negatives reside. This card position can give clues to understanding the ego and how it is navigating on autopilot your life. The card that you pull for this position can reveal a shocking truth about the self that you are resistant to accept. If there are any negative influences affecting your temperament, such as engaging in toxic behaviors, that may be shown through the card that you pull for this position. If you have personal protection from the Archangel Michael, who is the warrior angel who casts the devil into hell and leads heaven's armies, you will pull the Temperance Tarot card for this position. If you were to pull the 4 of Swords for this position, you will know that you are going through a spiritual awakening and an ego death. All right, so let's see. The Moon. Okay, so I would definitely say that when it comes to... Okay, so the Moon, where it says in here, the card that you pull for this position can reveal a shocking truth about the self that you are resistant to accept. If there are any negative influences affecting your temperament, that's what this is. This is the Moon's energy. Now, a lot of witches and warlocks love to use the Moon to control other people and dominate them, right? It talks about basically you being tested, but it's like you testing yourself to see if you've got over something. Yeah, these traits from the past, fear and anxiety haunting your thoughts, those are not even your thoughts. The paranoia is not yours. I would be denouncing fear, rebuking it. God is not a God of fear. So yeah, these secret enemies, they want you to believe that they have more power than you do. I feel like these people, their security is at risk and their family's in danger. Dang. Bad luck for them and the ones that they love. So yeah, we cancel and rebuke all moon magic, all deception, all trickery. I want to pull one more card for position 2. Position 2 is the waters of moderation. The water that is being balanced between the 2 cups is the water of moderation. This card that you pull for this position gives hints and clues to where you are being limited or where moderations in your life are needed. This card position can also reveal inner child wounds, beliefs, and other lifetime covenants that are at play in your life now. We rebuke all other lifetime agreements, covenants, bonds, contracts, and whatever else. If you have a divine contract with the Yoruba goddess Oshun, who is an African goddess of sweet waters, rivers, abundance, beauty, and wealth, you will pull the Ace of Cups tarot card for this position. If you are able to moderate your life without divine assistance or guidance, then you will pull the Temperance tarot card for this position. So let's see what comes forward. The Hierophant. Oh my gosh. So this is showing me that, yeah, you have the ability to become a Hierophant. Wow. You're choosing the moral path. This is like increased knowledge, education, and skills, spiritual growth. Wow. Going from the Moon to the Hierophant, that's like a level up. Okay, so that's just 2 positions out of, what? Let's see, 3, 4, 5. 5 positions for the Temperance card. Then the Temperance tarot card. Spells, manifestation technique with Archangel Michael. I invoke, draw, and evoke, draw out the sacred blue flame, the will of God of Archangel Michael. I call upon Saint Michael the Archangel to bless and protect me, my family, and my home, and career, and business, and job, and platforms, and all that. I give you permission to intercede on my behalf and on the behalf of my loved ones. Please come to my space and help me to clear my energy. And then it teaches you how to make holy water with Archangel Michael. So now I'm going to go to the back of the book, and I'm going to read from in the back of the book. If you were to be doing any of these readings and pull more than one of the major arcana cards out right next to each other, like we just did with the Moon and the Hierophant. Okay, so we're going to go to the back of the book and actually put that to use. We're going to look up the Moon first, because that was the first one that we pulled, and see if it says the Moon and the Hierophant means this. If not, we'll go to the Hierophant. The Moon tells you that your personal faith and integrity will be tested by God, the Most High God, or by others. The Moon represents the powers of nighttime. The Moon can cause lunacy, anxiety, or paranoia. Someone's personal security is at risk. There may be secret hidden enemies working against you. Okay. Let me just read through this and see if the Moon and the Hierophant is here. I get a hit on someone as being kicked out of your energy. So no, it's not here. So we're going to go to the Hierophant and see if the Hierophant and the Moon combination is there. Okay, so the Hierophant tarot card in the reading could indicate that the Most High God is showing its hand or intervening on your behalf or the behalf of whoever you're reading for. The Hierophant tarot card in reading could also indicate there's a Hierophant group involved in the situation. Let me just scan through this and see. Hierophant with the Chariot. A Hierophant with the Death card. Hierophant with the Devil. Hierophant with the Magician. Hierophant with the Star. Hierophant with the Justice. High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, so here it is. Okay, so the Hierophant with the Moon means that somebody could be imagining problems. Cheating and deception cause the ending of a relationship. Somebody's friends may betray them with slander and gossip. Envy and jealousy come from friends or group or family members. Someone could be a psychic vampire in your life. Someone is trying to sour your name or sully it. You can lose faith due to this person or situation. So that's what that means, basically. So that's how you use the book, you guys. Check it out. I do personal reads, but on my other platform, over here, we're waiting for YouTube to approve it to be monetized. Once it's monetized, then I will be able to accept $20 super chats. And then I set a 20-minute timer and I answer whatever your question is. So that is the way that I do personal readings. On this platform, I have a PayPal link, but we're at 2 hours, so I've got to get going. So yeah, my other platform is called Astraea Love, ASTRAEA LOVE. On that platform, go over there, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and when I go live, if you have questions, I would ask it on there. And then keep checking back on this platform, and we're trying to be patient while we wait for YouTube to sign off and say that this can be monetized. So until they do that, we're kind of at a standstill. But thank you guys for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. Peace be with you. God bless you. Please like this reading, like the video, tap the notification bell. If you see that hype button, hype the video. The links to these books, Vassago, Tarot Cards, Spreads, and Spells, for those of you that do want to learn to read cards for yourself and others. The link to this is in the description box below. The link to the Quick and Easy Rider-Waite Tarot is in the description box below, which is what you want to use with Vassago, Tarot Cards, Spreads, and Spells. And for those of you that want to develop your spiritual journey and connect with your abilities and have a very powerful connection with God and meditation and prayer, all of that stuff, the Truth of God and Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook is listed in the description box below. So that's my assistance to you guys. I love you so much. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.